So you may or may not know, but I moved last year for college and I took my Sony 2.1 speaker system with me, and every single time I'm back in my hometown, I miss having that same quality of audio along. Recently the good folks over at Zebronics got in touch with me and they sent their 2.1 Cube speaker system over for me to have a look at. Well, I've been using those Cube 2s for the past 15-20 days and I've got some good and bad things to say about it. So without any delay, this is episode 4 of Pimp My Tech. These are the Zebronics Cube 2s. Let's get started. Before starting out, there are a couple of points that I would like to touch upon, starting with the price. These speakers are very budget speakers. They cost somewhere between 2 to 3,000 Indian rupees, and when you consider the sound these things produce for that price, it's really good. Now, I'm not an audiophile, I've talked about this in the past as well, but I'm more of an audio enthusiast, and if I had to describe them in one word, that one word would be bassy. These are very bass heavy speakers, and I feel like for about 90% of the people that's not going to be an issue if you're just going to listen to music and chill out. However, if you're going to watch movies like Whiplash on this thing or even listen to some podcasts, you'll need to find a balance between the volume to get the maximum detail out of the speakers. Now, in my personal preference, I would have preferred a little bit more depth and a wider soundstage, but like I said before, these are very budget speakers and you do get what you pay for. I'm not going to record any audio samples on here and make you listen to them through a YouTube video. That is just stupid, and there is absolutely no way that you'll be able to judge the speaker quality with the equipment that I'm using right now. But as far as the volume goes, these are by far one of the loudest speakers that I've ever listened to that don't distort at higher volumes. You can quote me on that if you want to. As far as the design goes, well, it's okay. It didn't blow me away and they look pretty decent. Now, you might love the LEDs on the subwoofer, I didn't, and I do wish I had an option to turn them off. Now, they're made out of plastic and MDF, obviously, considering that $40 price tag, but here are some things that really annoyed me. First up, the length of the cables connecting the two satellites to the subwoofer. They're really short, way too short, and they're not user replaceable so that you can just plug in a different copper wire of your desired length, and that just kinda sucks. There was just one position that I could keep the system in, still getting that proper surround sound experience, and that's this. I would love to have a longer or user replaceable wire so I can keep them whenever I want, wherever I want to. Now, I've got like a 3 feet high desk, and after keeping the subwoofer on the ground, which is its righteous position, the wires were barely long enough to keep the satellites at 60-degree angles. Another thing that really annoys me is that when you turn off the speaker using the remote that it comes with, if there's a power outage and when the power comes back, the speaker turns automatically on. It sounds like nitpicking, but it was something that really can be fixed very easily. And I guess that's basically it. I did most of my testing listening to hip-hop, jazz, R&B, some rock, along with some usual TV shows and movies, over Bluetooth and auxiliary port. There's also options for USB, FM and SD card, but I just didn't use them. So that's basically about it. Zebronics Cube 2s. I'll leave their website in the description if you're interested to check them out. That's been it. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel regardless of the fact whether you liked it or not. If you've got questions and video suggestions, put them in the comments below and we'll have a chat. And if you're interested to engage with me more casually over social media, you can follow me all over the internet at Virtually Akshay. That has been it. See you in the next one. Live long and prosper.